Strawberry. We're the ones who are responsible for cleaning and maintaining the environment. I like to think of it as we practice external medicine rather than internal medicine. The game changed suddenly and overnight. Dr. Ashton and Susan pulled me aside. They'd heard about this being done in Nebraska, and that's what they asked me, can we do this? We literally went to an old cafeteria, we set up our equipment, and we knew how it was going to be done. We knew the process, because that's what we deal with. We deal with disinfection. And then once we had a process that looked like it could work, then we got a hold of the companies to verify, is this idea really crazy, or is there some solid science we can use it? We're using UVC, ultraviolet light type C. So there's only a couple of ways to produce UVC. One is through a xenon gas. All of our N95s are ran through the xenon generating unit there. The reason being that when the studies were done on the N95, this was the recommended protocol. Now the pod's kind of an interesting thing there because it's made of a very special material. By using this material here, the photons blast across here and you just get like a mixer of all these photons swimming around. That allows us to, for the photons and the UVC rays to bounce. So it gives us 360 degrees. And when it hits the pathogen, it's actually going to, it's going to be absorbed in nucleic acids. It's going to lacerate the DNA. I mean, it's irreversible death for any pathogen, and they're defenseless against it because it's never been on Earth. It's the perfect technology for what we see now as new pathogens emerging, and it doesn't matter how much they mutate. They still have no power. They're powerless against this technology. We're confident we would wear our own mask, and my mask is processed through this. Now, UVC is not a new process. The science is about 217 years old. Right now today, a lot of our water systems across the nation is ran through UVC filtration. It's just recently come into development where we can actually produce it powerfully enough and fast enough that we can use it in a hospital setting. Our units were primarily designed to disinfect ORs and isolation rooms and kill bad pathogens within the rooms in between patients.
So today, one of my roles while we're going through this COVID is putting masks under the UV or lights, getting our mask clean so we can reuse it.
Capilani was the very first to implement the xenon gas units. We've had those now in place for about 5 years. We brought the very first robot in here.
As far as I know, nobody else is doing it, so it's state of the art, kind of new groundbreaking thing that, and that we're doing something for our staff.
Which I might add, all the hospitals, whatever we develop here also goes into Straub, goes into Wilcox, it goes into Wilcox, Kauai, and goes into Pali. We share technologies, and this is something we driving force. There's no other hospitals on the island that has this technology at this point. Hawaii Pacific Health leads the way in UV technology, definitely.